I really enjoyed the overall concept and execution of this film, though the horror element was somewhat missing. Hi everyone, welcome to I Just React and Review. My name is Ashmita and I hope you all are doing well, and I will be sharing my thoughts on the 2021 Malayalam film Chatur Mukham, which stars Manju Warrior in the lead role, and this movie is currently streaming on ZEE5. So yes, without delaying this any further, let's get into the detailed analysis. Now, the storyline falls into the genre of techno horror, and that is one of the reasons why I was really excited to check this film out. And the storyline itself is very, very unique and something which I have at least not witnessed. So, first, I want to applaud the makers for choosing such a topic to make a film. It is really one of a kind and gives the audience a sense of freshness and thrill in this particular genre. I don't want to really give out spoilers, but briefly, the story is about this woman, Tejaswini, who is running a business along with her partner, Anthony. Both are trying to find their footing and run the business. Now, Tejaswini is a very, very relatable character because, like so many of us, social media plays a huge, huge part in her life. She loves clicking selfies, posting stuff about her life. The phone is a necessity for her. But shit hits the ceiling when, due to certain circumstances, she ends up buying a new phone, and after that, weird paranormal stuff starts to happen around her. There is quote unquote a ghost or a paranormal presence that puts her life on a countdown, and Tejaswini now has to figure out how she will get out of this mess. So this is just the basic premise of the storyline, because if I give any more context, then it might ruin your viewing experience. The story is written by Abhay Kumar and Anil Korean, and I think they managed to write a very nice and engaging script, which is of course a basic requirement in horror genre. This is a first of its kind techno horror film that has been presented to the audience, and for a first attempt, I think the execution done was pretty great. Other than keeping the overall script engaging, I also liked how the writing never falters away from the life of the protagonist. There are no complicated subplots to really confuse the audience. The single point focus of the writing is on Tejaswini. Next is the character sketch of Tejaswini. I loved how she was actually the courageous protagonist, unlike the scaredy cats which we usually get to witness in a horror film. She wasn't just jumping and screaming at every moment. She was wise and was taking informed decisions and trying to figure out how to get out of this mess by any means possible. I also liked Sunny Wayne's character Anthony in the film. He was not only a business partner but actually a very, very loyal friend, and I really liked their friendship, the entire dynamics that they both had. The next fascinating thing about the writing was the use of science and logic to counter the paranormal threat. This is probably the first time that I saw that the aspect of science was being integrated to counter a ghost. Honestly, I was half expecting that there might be some exorcism ritual happening since we are all so used to it, but I'm so glad that nothing of that sort happened. One of the weak points about the writing is the horror aspect. I just did not feel scared except in the opening scene. That was executed really well with the table fan and the person. I got a really good jump scare out of that, but after that I did not feel scared throughout the film. But I was hooked to the film nonetheless because the script was extremely engaging. Second thing which was left a little bit unclear in the writing was the origin of the ghost. Though they say that yes, energy is never destroyed, it just gets transferred from one thing to another, but still how the ghost actually originates is never made clear. We do get a glimpse at the end, but it's just left out open for interpretation that how this ghost or this paranormal entity would have come into being. Direction by Ranjit Shankar and Salil is also very well done. They have actually managed to make me look at my smartphone in a very different light. Also, there is a very mild subtext of how addicted people are nowadays to their smartphones. But of course, it never goes into any moral lessons. Personally, I feel that the climax scene was very, very well directed. I was so engrossed and invested into it. It is honestly a very good first attempt, and I hope that this genre is explored more in the future. This movie is technically very, very sound. The cinematography by Abhinandan Ramanujan is just fantastic. The opening sequence that I mentioned previously with the table fan, when you see how beautifully it has been shot, you know that you are in for some great camera work. When it comes to executing the horror aspect of the film, I think the cinematography was given more importance than the writing of the scene. You will understand once you watch this film that whenever all these horror scenes come, the camera movement is just exceptional. The way the camera is panning onto the screen is supposed to make you feel scared. It might or might not give you that jump scare. For me, it did not, even though the camera work was great, but it did not scare me. Editing of this film is a chef's kiss. I loved the pacing, the flow of one scene from another. It was just beautiful. The beauty of the editing is that even if you think in your mind that, okay, where is the horror aspect, you will still be engrossed in the film. The scenes flow in such a way that there is always a sense of mystery that is going to be there, and you want to know as a viewer what is to happen next. As I said, that the movie is technically very superior, and of course the score is a part of it. It is also one of the key aspects on why this movie does not fall flat, and I really like that it is again not the typical cliched horror score. It's edgy, it's stylish, and honestly it felt different to me. This movie boasts of some fine performances, starting with Sunny When. I think I really loved what a loyal and nice friend he was to Tejaswini. When I was watching him, I thought to myself, my god, I wish every one of us gets a friend like Anthony. You can see that Sunny was extremely comfortable playing out this character. He just let loose and just go with the flow. One of the things that I really liked about all the actors here was that they were not screaming their guts out in a horror scene. Like Tejaswini, Anthony also goes to every length possible to find a solution for his friend. Then comes Elencir Lopez as Clement, who plays a very important supporting role. Once again, very restrained performance. None of that hoo-ha that yes, I'm your savior and I'm going to find a solution for this problem. None of that. I loved how natural and logical it was. But it's Manju Warrior. I mean, she has just knocked it out of the park in this film. Firstly, I think she was so perfectly cast because there is this sense of maturity and intelligence which reflects on her face, and I think it was needed for this kind of role. Tejaswini is a no-nonsense woman. She wants to run a business, she wants to be financially independent, she loves her social media life, she has a set of friends. Like, she is the most relatable character ever. And when she knows that yes, she might die, you can see the dread on her face, but you can also see the determination. And Manju Warrior has balanced these expressions so well. She's the character that you're gonna fall in love with and you would want her to be safe. This is out and out her film from start to finish, and she brings a sense of charm and maturity to the role, and I'm so happy that she was cast as the lead for this movie. This movie is currently streaming on ZEE5, and if you have not watched it, I would urge you to watch it because there's something very different that is getting offered to the audiences. A techno horror genre is something that we have not seen ever, at least I have not seen, but the execution is really well done. It's not a perfect film, the writing definitely has its flaws, but you know what? The sincerity with which this has been attempted is applaudable. And yes, those were my thoughts on the 2021 Malayalam film Chatur Mukham, The Fourth Face. I hope you enjoyed this review and have come till the end of the video. If you have watched this movie, do share in your thoughts in the comments. I would love to read them. And yes, that was it from me today, guys. I will see you soon on my next video. Bye bye.